Well, once again, I am back playing The Outer Worlds. And while I was gone, I finally found my sixth ally via internet browser, which is probably considered cheating. Then again, I really wanted that sixth ally. Now then. Hello. Sam. Clean the machine. Ada.
Welcome back, Captains. How can I be of assistance?
I didn't look up too much about him. I just looked up where he was designated. You know anything about that automechanical gathering dust in Janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning stand. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago. I'm
Cleaning?
sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex
Okay.
recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify Sam. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for Sam to properly operate.
Okay. Excuse me.
Goodbye.
Alright. The broker?
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
Okay. Ah!
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer!
Hello.
The SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you
Oh.
like to register your SAM?
Sure.
Registering new owner. Captain.
Welcome. So where did you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12 by 12 corrugated steel box.
The fuck? What do you say, Sam? You want to help me clean up this colony?
Stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
No, I mean, I want to know more about
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles?
The fuck?
Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Welcome to the crew,
SAM
Sam.
units live to clean and clean to live.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm interested. I think I'll go with crouch speed. Yeah. Capitalism. Yay. Hey, Sam.
Hey, Max.
Yes?
all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
But not anymore. Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper.
Good work,
Thank you,
Sam.
customer. This area is utterly filthy.
Well, now that I have a full crew, let's go to Gorgon.
We arrived at Amber Sand.
This will be quite the travel. Alright, I'll be back. Alright.
Good luck, Captain.
I'll test out Sam on Gorgon. It's always adrenatine. Hey with real Zenith type waste. Okay. Whoa.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please
Hello.
follow. Do not stray from the path.
Do not stray from the path. This thing sounds exactly like Max.
Oh,
Gotta admit, that was kind of funny.
he's dead.
This unit as it was before the fall.
Guess he lost his dignity after the fall.
This unit can help itself.
I did not expect it to fall down like that.
Hey, do you think it's haunted? I bet it's haunted.
At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there.
Yeah. It's not considered haunted if there's people living in there. So I might as well take a snooping around.
Okay, maybe not.
This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
Whoa. Lovely place. Oh, hello there.
Huh? Apparently not. Well, join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
Hello
So
there.
who the devil are you?
Captain of the Unreliable.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss.
Alright.
Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock?
Yep.
That's gorgon. My birthright. My burden. And the bane of my existence.
Huh?
I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Alright. To Gorgon.
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry
Nope.
skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montagna mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
He's definitely not doing that anymore.
I could do that. The staring into space part, I mean. I'm still working on the bullet twirling thing.
But if something happened to him... Oh, dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Likely. What's his arm doing my ship? Any idea who might want him killed?
You suspect foul play. Interesting. If we're being honest, I haven't given it much thought. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
Some grand, huh? His recording mentioned a high-stakes job.
Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
Hard to
I
get,
could
huh?
get used to people offering us a job at first glance. Usually they just squint at us all suspicious-like. Or reach for a pistol.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone
Is he?
good with their hands.
Gorgeous.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
How likely am I to line up like your old
The
freelancer?
man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice?
Likely.
Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator.
Investigator.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Oh? Go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Sounds like she was the corporation's patsy.
My thoughts exactly. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
What did you send Lucky to find?
The truth. Mother is gone. Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
What do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know. The Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Where's your father in all this?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that.
Oh.
The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Tell me about your mother.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Research must have been important.
Mother worked herself to the bone. She wanted to make the colony a better place, No matter who or what got sacrificed along the way, she never spared a thought for those of us who cherished her, who suffered for her idea of progress.
So Gorgon pulled you apart.
We weren't terribly close to begin with, I'm afraid. But that accursed asteroid certainly didn't improve our relations. Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Are you interested in justice, revenge, or both?
Neither. It's vindication I want. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Dangerous and corporate intrigue. That's it. This sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders.
That's
They
so.
always seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects.
Test
Those
subjects?
who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What did Lucky tell you about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Just making sure what I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice.
That sounds like Lucky, all right. The man loved to show off.
He had an aura of rugged individualism that was quite charming. Not that it helped him in the end. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
I'll be careful.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad. The
Saloon?
Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room. So if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a sprat worst place in the Groundbreaker. Tried it once, and I was sick for a week.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own.
Ooh.
How does that sound?
Nah. Music to my... What's the catch?
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me,
Corpse.
that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
I'll be in touch.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
It's not theft if she's giving us permission.
Hey boss, what's our policy on getting to know our clients a little better? You think she'd appreciate some company?
Oh? Talk to her, Felix. You won't know until you try.
Right. I can do this. Here goes. Miss Ambrose? Must get awful lonesome up here all by yourself. What do you do for fun? Because, if you're interested, I've got the full set of Terror on Monarch.
The last thing I need in my life is more corporate propaganda masquerading as entertainment. I think that came off a bit harsher than I intended. You seem very nice, and very pretty, but I'm not ready to invite anyone into this mansion long-term, or even short-term.
Hey, no problem. I figured it was worth a shot at least.
Come on, Felix. I'm gonna scavenge this place for a bit. Can't break window glass. Well, I scavenged what I could. I think on my Supernova playthrough, I'll bring Sam over here next time. In different company. Sorry. This will be hella interesting. I'm interested to see what kind of dangers are at Gorgon. Because I very much doubt that's the run-of-your-mill planetary adventure there. Perilous sounds like too. And these test subjects? Let's say the most I am intrigued by all this. This will be one hell of an adventure, huh? Excuse me. Hey Sam.
Battery levels are fully charged.
Oh, Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
Got a minute, I want to talk to you about this business on Gorgon.
There's something kind of sad about Ambrose Manor.
So, Minnie Ambrose.
Minnie Ambrose. She's like something out of the pictures. The way she talks, the way she holds that whiskey glass. She's got, you know, presence. And charisma.
Thought you hated everything that came out of Byzantium.
That ain't a fact. Ellie's from Byzantium, and we get on just fine. Miss Ambrose ain't living in Byzantium anymore. She made her home about as far away from that place as you can get. That's gotta count for something, right? Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask you about this journal we're hunting down. What do you think is in it? Corporate secrets? Map to some buried treasure, maybe? The last will and testament of Miss Ambrose's late mother?
Not sure. Why not all three?
That's what I like about you, boss. You got a real positive attitude. I guess whatever's in those pages, it's for Miss Ambrose to find out.
Likely.
I just hope she gets some closure.
What do you think about this Lucky Montia guy?
You ever watch The Masked Marketeer?
Masked Marketeer? Sounds familiar?
Episode 5 of The Masked Marketeer. First appearance of a recurring villain. Big ol' galoot. Built like one of those industrial class garbage compressors.
What the fuck?
His name? Tiny.
Tiny?
Every adventure serial's gotta have a supporting character with an ironical name. It's a rule of the Genry.
The
Matt
Genry?
here had a massive bruiser named Tiny, and we got ourselves a real unfortunate hullhead named Lucky. Coincidence? I think not.
Seem pretty excited about this job.
We're freelancers. We take any job we can get.
Yep.
But this one? The dying message of a stranger. A severed hand delivered in a crate. Let's just say it beats flying around the colony running errands. So, of course, I'm gonna be excited.
I hand it to you, Felix. You've got heart.
Hey, I get it. Gotta hand it to me. Severed hand. That's what you were going for, right? That wasn't what you were going for. Yep, I can tell by the way you're glaring at me. Yeah, boss? Sure.
Hey, should've get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes. You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something. Hey, Cap.
Let's talk about this job with Gorgon.
Something ain't right here, Captain. We ought to tread carefully. All this cloak and dagger for a journal? I ain't buying it.
You think there's more to this job?
Yeah. The whole thing stinks of a cover-up. I'm used to folks leaving their messes behind for all the colony to see. Hell, look at Monarch.
Yeah.
Imagine what they'd actually be trying to hide. Captain, it's gonna be bad.
We're no strangers to corporate shenanigans, Nyoka.
I know. We've seen our fair share of awful in this colony, that's for damn sure. All I'm saying is, be careful. Something feels different about this one.
Alright. Hey, Vicar.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's up?
Yes, ma'am. What's your take on this whole Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
Noted. But what do you think of what he was saying?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
So you think we should look into this?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it? As always, what's up?
Alright.
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with a man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
That's damn important. Just because Harlow turned crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
You can't expect your life. You can't expect. You can't live your life thinking the voice of everyone.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Alright. Ever considered that looking out for others can be in your best interest?
I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
never really you never really go it alone. Usually you throw your out with a crew.
Sure do. And unlike you, Captain, the rest of us don't get a big fancy room with wall-to-wall windows. But let's forget about that, please. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
As a matter of fact, I am.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else? You know I've got no love for top-rungers. But if Minnie's willing...
Alright.
Something...
Where's Pavati? Oh, there you are.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you.
Oh?
It's kind of big.
Okay, what do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
Oh, what? That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me.
Excuse me?
I'm all covered in engine grease, and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days, and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Easy enough. We could head straight over.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading for Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Alright. Thanks. I was more hoping to go to Gorgon anyways. But I'll remember. Alright.
We are now in orbit of Earth orbit.
Let's take a look what Gorgon has for us.
Remember that you are not insured.
Oh. That's probably bad. Alright. Gorgon. Is that a force field around there? And that looks like the mansion. Ooh, I like the music. So what the hell is this force field anyways? Is that how we breathe? We are in space after all. Alright. I'm curious to see what this job has for me.
I don't know what kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
Whoa. What's that? This thing is broken, huh? Looks like an alarm. So what the hell's going on? Whoa. I can see the mansion from here. Okay, that's gonna get annoying for a bit. Close one. So what the hell happened here, huh? What an intriguing place.
I got supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
Hello.
Is that what my thoughts sound like? Well, I've been standing near that alarm too long. You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out.
Alright.
Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets.
Likely.
You want my advice? Stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
I'll take that risk if anything. Thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right. You know you better than I do. Just be sure you watch out for the marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting.
Charles?
And you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
He's welcome to try.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
Zero times 3 is still 0.
It is? Wow. You learn something new every day.
You ain't listening to me, huh?
Nope.
Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
He has a fucking rocket launcher. Go back to the part with the rocket launcher.
Sure, okay. He's got a rocket launcher.
Asshole. Is he any good with... Wait, how did he get the rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
A Marauder camp, huh? What you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before.
Huh?
Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Handy deconstruction. Improvised weapon. Mr. N. I was interested in end-way damage. I honestly don't have a damn clue what the hell that is. That's one hell of a pistol. I'll take it. After. Huh. Alright, I'll take it now. Now let's mod this bad boy. Excuse me? There we go.
Hey again. What can I...
So about Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
Why is he called that?
His name is Charles and he used to work in accounting?
The fuck? Makes sense to me.
Anything else you needed?
Oh, what?
Yeah?
Where'd you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard, at least. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away.
You could say something like that. Another reason is, I'm asking so I could keep the whole city safe from his shenanigans, would you say? I take it that evacuation alarm wasn't urgent?
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. Something to do with that scrap Project Gorgon from years back. Thanks for turning it off, by the way. I'd have lost my mind if the damn thing had gone on much longer.
So that thing's been going on for years, huh? Why didn't someone shut it off?
We tried. Couldn't persuade the control terminal to listen. No one round here is particularly mechanically inclined, and no one was gonna shut it down by force. That's for sure. I know, 'cause even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
Damn. I can't tell me about Project Gorgon. Wait, after?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry.
Oh, really?
From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
Alright. Not worth the steal. Well, now this place suddenly got my intrigue. The Sprat Shack. Hold it.
reminds you that death is bigger without doors.
Damn straight. The Sprat Shack. Oh no, isn't this intriguing? Charles from accounting. I'd like to see how tough he really is with that rocket launcher. Cause I know damn straight he's going down with my sniper rifle. And he got shit to say about that now, does he? No wonder it's a Sprat Shack.
Let's have a chat.
Hello?
Alright, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me.
Alright.
You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like
Sanity
the
check?
others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Is this because of the alarm? What do you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happened when people change?
First they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Who exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Okay,
Just don't
let me
ask
ask
me
you
to
something
dance.
else. What do you around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
And I thought this place was gonna be fun.
Huh.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Damn. Then you must hate the outside then. What kind of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs.
Ah,
The
sublight
facility's
bar.
locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger.
Ah.
That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Relax, huh? See you
Stay
around.
cool.
All right, hushing up.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes. My kind of place.
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that cracked when the stranger walked in.
Alright. Doesn't sound like it. Lex.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
I'm feeling refined.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Yep. Any leads?
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life.
Yep.
You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
That's so. Do you know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Yeah, very dangerous job, alright. Go on.
The way he talked about the job, you just knew Lucky had hit pay dirt. Not that I was jealous. Around here, that sort of luck can be hazardous to your health. Awful shame about what happened to him.
Alright. What happened?
You really want to hear my story?
Yes.
Lol. Most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb.
Huh?
So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Really? Go on.
Get this. The canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
Oh. How do you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
Ah.
I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy.
Oh, that was you.
The Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
Made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next kin, sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this, confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one.
Yeah.
And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Yep, and you are here to help me. So why bother send the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind.
Alright.
Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Alright. So what do you know about Gorgon?
Facer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here. Just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Would any of your regulars have more information about the Gorgon?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough.
Alright.
There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the 2nd floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got
Journalist?
left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Poor bastard. Looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be alright. He's with the family now. And we take care of our own.
What can you tell me about Lenora?
Nice lady.
Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
I'm always open. If you know what she... Do you know if she spoke with Lucky Montoya at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint.
Ooh.
Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Alright.
What are friends for, eh?
Any idea why Space's choice shut Gorgon
I
down?
doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market.
Damn.
Me, I never touched the stuff. Each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Probably. Salvagers must be making a fortune off Gorgon.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
Alright, no further questions?
Good. I've got paying customers.
Excuse me?
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Bring it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I've been sent to exchange with someone about a certain
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough. This is a family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Now you two listen. This is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
Can I intervene if you like?
You do that for me?
Sure, it's kind of what I do for everyone.
I appreciate it all the same. You'll be paid for your time and expertise, of course.
Thank you.
Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
Alright, let's hear.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation. So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right?
Okay.
I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you mark the claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
That's not... Your case isn't winning me so far.
What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
No, fuck that.
Bullshit. That ain't fair.
Give me your story, and I'll decide what's fair.
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage marks. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What did you leave
I drew
salvage?
next from the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the Mars have walked over by now?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
That's true.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
Trixie.
Thank you. Law, it's hard to get a fair trial in this sprat-fucked colony.
And this is the thanks I get for kindly offering to grease your palm? I swear, there's no justice anymore.
You're
Here's
not
a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
You're not helping your case. What's gonna happen to the wreck?
I'll write to Lilia Hagen in the corporate office on Groundbreaker. She'll get some haulers to drag it away. It'll take a while. Nothing happens fast around these parts. But at least the salvage would get a good home.
Does this happen often?
A little too often, if you ask me. That's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
I'm
Come and chat if
service.
you're ever feeling thirsty.
Oh, boss. I was hoping for a scuffle. I had a bottle ready and everything.
We could always go back and rile him up again later.
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
I wouldn't get too close to that railing. Just in case.
Jerome would have loved this place.
Oh, hey, Lenore.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey's far from over.
Yep. What makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are...
I am.
Can you look into something? I'd
Oh.
do it myself, but of course the marauders would eat me alive.
Yep, likely. Alright. I could stand your ground.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's just to Sublight.
It's me.
My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Ah. What were you doing at bad times?
Getting the hell off Gorgon. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort.
Damn.
When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
What brings you back to Gorgon?
A broken heart, that's what. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask.
The glass.
I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
I could keep an eye out for that flask.
You'd really do that for me? Law. And I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion.
Alright.
Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Okay. Let me ask
Yeah?
you something. Did you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did you mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room.
Oh?
I declined, politely.
Gross and slimy. Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
That's all.
Sure thing.
Tell me about your time in Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. I wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
We seen you.
I heard a rumor the board is going to shut this place down.
That'll never happen. This is a sublight.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Ah, who am I kidding?
Hello.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal. But you're welcome here. Oh,
Thank
you
you.
talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
She mentioned you're some kind of journalist.
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was going to be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Seems like you're having a rough time. Can I help you?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Sure will. Helping an old bastard is 80% of my job. What do you need?
Does this involve going somewhere we don't belong? Those are my favorite jobs.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Okay. Why is that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs.
Oh.
But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hit them, and now you need me to come for you. That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Alright. It's your lucky day, Wasco. I'll get those recordings for you. Wait, why stashed recordings?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid.
Damn.
Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
You mentioned an assistant. What do now?
Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium.
Byzantium, huh?
She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Why not just forget the contract and leave?
Oh, I've tried. Make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks. But the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders, just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
Well, it's your lucky day, Wes. So I'll get those requirements for you.
No shit. That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Alright. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
Alright. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
The observation room. When has someone seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Damn. Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Yes. Welcome.
What have you got there?
Must be his room. Farming 2, quick cartridge. Alright. Excuse me?
Hey, Marvel. Oh, wait. Nope, that's a human eyeball.
Oh.
Medical professional, I gotta say, that is very well preserved and disgusting.
I got an eyeball.
Something on your...
Huh. Strange.
So, how you feeling? Good.
An eyeball of all things.
Someone's in here. Oh, well. It's coming back up again.
Lucky Montoya. Peril on gorgon. Yes, I'm leaving. Alright. Alright, let's take a look outside Gorgon. This will be good. This will be fun.
Lucky's problem was that he was always overconfident in himself. But us, we got this, whatever it is.
Who knew what darkness lurked in the heart of Gorgon?
Yeah.
Captain Hawthorne and his crew were about to find out.
I'm not Hawthorne, but I might as well steal his name. Whoa, this place is big. This will be intriguing as hell. Just gotta find a road to get out of here.
Something made a mess of this place. Watch your back, boss.
Alright. Excuse me. Whoever it was doesn't seem friendly. Not too many of these holes, damn. I'm gonna guess whatever danger is here might be nearby.
I won't tell.
Plasma field, huh? An elevator up there, huh? Force field. Not much I can do about that.
Alright, here we go!
Down they go!
Get him!
Out of my way!
That was fun! That's the last of them.
Damn, they're tough. Alright. I'll take it. Alright. Must be quite a few elevators around here. Might well ready myself for an ambush up there. Workbench. Wait. Okay, I'm good. I think I'll try for engineering. At the most, so I could get cheaper upgrades. Get him!
That's the last of them.
Alright. These sons of bitches are tough. Whoa. That's a lot of adrenaline time. Sometimes me he was a drug addict. Huh. Flash. Hunting sniper.
This is my second month on adrenatine. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately.
Huh?
Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Drugs affecting their trust? Damn. he go psychotic? There's a lot that happened here. There's a lot of Drina time here. These are the ruins, huh? Man, there's a lot of drugs here. Damn, that's powerful. I'll give this to Felix. Yes, me. I doubt a silencer will do anything about that. There's so much Adrena time here. Damn. A lot of money in there. Champion tossball stick. Alright. Damn it.